In this video, I will tell you about Booker T. Washington's book, Character Building. There was a slave child, a little boy, that was taken away from his mother, and he was going to be sold to go far away to never see his mother again. So I believe, if I read it correctly, I heard it right, the audiobook on LibriVox. The slave child repeated these words to his mother that she, I believe, had taught him. The Lord delivered Daniel. The Lord delivered Daniel. The Lord delivered Daniel. The Lord will deliver me. The Lord delivered Jonah. The Lord delivered Jonah. The Lord delivered Jonah. The Lord will deliver me. The Lord delivered the Hebrew children from the fiery furnace. The Lord delivered the Hebrew children from the fiery furnace. The Lord delivered the Hebrew children from the fiery furnace. The Lord will deliver me. The Lord delivered the Israelites from Pharaoh. The Lord delivered the Israelites from Pharaoh. The Lord delivered the Israelites from Pharaoh. The Lord will deliver me. I've added some more. The Lord delivered Samson. The Lord delivered Samson. The Lord delivered Samson. The Lord will deliver me. Jesus was tested for 40 days by the devil. Jesus was tested for 40 days by the devil. Jesus was tested for 40 days by the devil. The Lord will deliver me. The Lord delivered my daughter. The Lord delivered my daughter. The Lord delivered my daughter. The Lord will deliver me. This spouse was going to not have my daughter because of physical problems. Her body, it was her firstborn, my firstborn. Complications with pregnancies, right? And God allowed my daughter to be born. The same year, of course, my grandfather died before my daughter was born, and he told my mother, one has to go up for one to come down. So I am grateful to God Even though I don't get along with this daughter that's baking a cake right now, and she has a pizza in the oven also. I read about electricity, and it says that something attracts. Something attracts. Opposites attract. I think that's what it said. And my daughter and I, we actually repel each other, even though I want good things for her. Tai Chi Chuan. Who can complain about Tai Chi Chuan? Right? The Lord delivered my son. The Lord delivered my son. The Lord delivered my son. The Lord will deliver me. You see, my son, because he was born 3 years after his sister. Just about, right? And the spouse, we were arguing, and that's why he's 3 years younger than his sister. And the spouse, we used to argue, and she would yell. And then when she was pregnant with my son, I said, I will yell back at you. And before that, I used to keep quiet. But that strategy didn't work. So I read about this technique that if she's yelling, maybe if I yell, she'll stop yelling. But that didn't do it. And I'm not a yeller. I could curse and make a big voice or something, but that would only be for less than 2 minutes. It won't be like I won't chase you around the house yelling like the spouse does, or used to do, because now I stay in this room and I stay away from her. If you want people to come to you, stay in your room. They will come to you. My daughter came a couple of hours ago and said, where are the keys to the house? And of course I didn't know where they were. So people will come to you. My son was born with a tick on his shoulder because he was sleeping and he would go and that was because when he was inside his mother's womb, he was supposed to have peace and quiet. But instead of having peace and quiet, he had his mother yelling and his dad yelling. So he was born with this tick. Then I read somewhere, or God gave me the idea, and I bought for $2 a used drum set from a church over here 7 years ago. So he was already 3 years old. I don't know. He was already walking around, I think, when I got him. Yeah, he was walking around when he got the drums. And the drums helped him heal, because any loud noise would put that on him. And at the same time, Mr. Kazan, my high school math teacher, told me about his older or younger brother that was from some country in the Middle East that had Even Mr. Kazan said at 19 years old he had seen war, he had seen everything, starvation and a thousand things. But he saw his brother, though, had this tick. He would be talking to you, and like some people, like they start blinking their eyes or something. I had a classmate that would blink his eyes like that. Well, Mr. Kazan's brother would start with this tick also. And it's very difficult to control. That's because of the environment. So the Lord will deliver you, my friend. But you need faith. And faith comes from hearing the Word of God. And I have 22 subscribers. I know one of them. I haven't figured out how to figure out who your subscribers are either, you know. I think that 21 of them are private subscribers. I'm not sure how that works. I don't have internet right now. It's raining outside where it was. I hear a basketball. That might be my daughter. All right. Be a better dad than I am. I hope these, I would call them affirmations. You could turn them into songs. They are songs. Now the slaves, Booker T. Washington was born a slave. And something happened, he became free. But he has some wonderful, wonderful tips for advice for character building or for being a wonderful man and a wonderful woman. See how they come to you? Yes, miss. I'll be right there. Well, I'm gonna go play basketball with my daughter.
I still want to watch my movie.
Which movie?
My movie.
Which one?
Spider-Man.
Alright, go ahead, watch it.
I can't. You got the laptop or it's either the iPod. You got the iPod.
This one doesn't have internet and the iPod doesn't have internet. But what you could do is we could go to somebody's house that has internet. We have like 4 neighbors that have internet access here, but I saw that when I reloaded, only one of them had a wireless internet. So I guess that all 3 of us, well, the rest of us don't have it. Something must have gone wrong during the rain. Well, actually it was before the rain. Alright, enjoy your life, be a better dad than I am. I'm gonna go play basketball. Take care of yourself.